viewers, welcome back to Freddy Iskander YouTube channel. As you may remember, in the last video, we did a moving for Scratch. Now, if you didn't do that one, you might want to do it today. We might want to do this at the same exact code that you needed to save. As we remember, we would have made it start when we press the green flag in the center. When we press the right arrow, we go right, left, we go left, up, down, etc. And even diagonal. Both arrows, like up and down or left and right, nowhere. So, today we're going to do pointing in a direction and switching costumes and sprites. Actually, you can only switch costumes because why? You can't switch from one sprite to another. There is no sprite tab up here. There's only costumes and sounds. So let's go back to code and just go to motion. There's a lot of motion blocks, and one is point in any direction. Like for example this. When you press to edit this thing, there's going to be a little clock that you can edit that arrow and where the sprite's going to point. So if we go here, like for example, point in direction 90, it's going to point like the sprite is pointing right now. So we're going to place that in when the right arrow is clicked. And now we have to place a negative 90 block in the right-left arrow thing. Now it allows us to move, but when we press that thing, it makes us go upside down. So above the sprite position, you'll see a bunch of stuff. You can name the sprites or anything you want. But when you go to direction, you can do direction negative 90 and press these two arrows pointing against each other. That will make it do what it's supposed to do. So we don't need to do anything with the up arrow and down arrow. If you want, you can make it point. You can make it point in the up arrow, down arrow, something like this. You can make when the up arrow is down arrow is pressed, it's going to point in 180. It's going to be no, yes, that way. And if the up arrow is clicked, it's gonna point in direction like something like point in direction 0. Now make sure all the point in direction blocks are above the change y by 10s and y by x by 10s and the negative stuff. Then you're going to see this happen. Wait a minute. Okay, looks like we need to do some editing for that. Negative 90, There. Hey, why doesn't this thing work? Okay. Do that with the up arrow and down arrow, it's not gonna work. That's one thing we know for sure. So we don't want that. And we don't want that. No, we want that. No, don't want this. No, that's what I not meant. That's not what I meant. You don't have to remove this, though. Finally, made it happen. So, now it allows us to move. Wait a minute. Why? Why? Okay, maybe we had to move. Wait a minute. This had to be -90. Lucky if you could remember that. So maybe this will work for you. Wow, doesn't that look good? Yeah, looks so good. So now we're gonna do switching costumes and stuff. Now go to the costumes editor, and as you can see, there's 2. Now all you want is to delete this sprite, and then go to the sprite. You can choose anything that you want that has more costumes. How do you tell if it has costumes even? Well, you see, when you hold your mouse on any of these, they're gonna see different pictures doing different stuff, or it's just gonna stay like that. If it's doing different pictures and doing different stuff, that has more than one costume, and if it doesn't have any more than one costume. So we want something with more than one costume. So I'll choose Nay Pony. No, that one does not have it. We need another different. I'll do Dinosaur 3. This one has a lot of costumes. So as we did, we're gonna do this. But if you want to make up more space in this, then don't do all those forever blocks. Then just do a when green flag clicked forever. Then an if then block. When right arrow clicked, pressed. Then move X by 10. Change X by 10. And then place another if then block inside that forever block. Then do a when left arrow clicked. Then do a when change X by -10. Now do another if-then block. And keep doing the same things until you've got all 4 keys mastered. Just make sure you do up arrow before down. And change the Y position. Now, we're going to do the same thing with all of these, and it's going to work. Still going to move like this. Oh, this is a set Y to 10. We need to change Y to 10. So make sure you do changes for all of those. So now it'll work. Now we want to do switching costumes. So let's go to the costumes editor. You see there's dinosaur 3B, dinosaur 3C, dinosaur 3D, dinosaur 3E, and of course the first one we were on, dinosaur 3A. So we wanted to switch costumes every time. So we'll put a when a green flag clicked forever. Next costume. That's going to make it forever to go to the next costume. Okay, that's a little way too fast, right? So we want to do it more slowly. Then go to the control and drag a wait for 1 second and change that 1 to a 0.3 seconds. Okay. Stop. We don't want that happening. Why? We only want it to change between these 2 costumes, right? So leave dinosaur 3. So only leave B and C. So that will work as we prospectively wanted it to. But change that to a 0.1 seconds. There. Would you look at our artwork? That's moving perfectly. Well, that's the end of our episode, viewers. We learned how to get more space in our inventory by just putting the whole thing in a forever block. Which we may want to do this to make even more space. And even more space is this. Actually, no. You might not want to put that there. So we learned. So that's the end of our episode. Glitchy. Well, goodbye, viewers. See you all in the next episode. We're gonna do some scratchy scratch things there. Well, see ya.